Hey folks, Leave It here once again. I know it's been a couple days since you guys seen me since I did my epic rant review slash epic rant on the Flash for my superhero marathon. It's my YouTube shirt. Thank you guys for the 317 subs. Keep on subscribing. Like I said, guys, I've just been busy with work. I spent time with my mom this weekend. It was her birthday. Her birthday's coming up this weekend, so I haven't seen her in a long time, so I spent time with her and my sister this weekend. Yeah, we had fun. Went to Chili's. Got to hang out a bit, eat some good food. So I had a good weekend. And I've been busy at work too. Work has been slammed lately because back to school. Yeah, today was too. I mean, I got busy towards the end of the day, but still not really a bad day at work. It was fine. Can't complain. It always kind of is not so busy as we start, but as soon as we go on, the day gets crazier. But it didn't really feel too bad today. Yeah, and I do have a doctor's appointment this Thursday, so I'll be doing a video that day because I will be off Thursday and Friday. So hopefully I can do some videos. And I do plan some more reviews this week. I might talk about that later. But yeah, as for now, this is a pickups video. Yes, a pickups 4 video. And I might talk about at the end of the video, what reviews and videos are coming up next on this channel. I'll show you one movie, then from the top of my head, I will tell you about some TV shows or some movies, superhero films, because I'm doing my superhero marathon, guys. Remember, I'm on the 2020 superhero reviews. This is not a review. This is a pickups video, pickups 4 video. And I guess you can say a bit of a channel update. Maybe I'll just call this video pickups 4 and a channel update thing. Just updating you on what's going on the channel, what videos are coming up next. And again, why don't you see me in a while is because I work. So early in the morning, I gotta be at work 3:45 a.m. tomorrow. Anyway, I went to Second and Charles. My mom bought me this bag, Second and Charles. Where anytime I go there, I can't if I get movies because at this Second and Charles place, they don't have any bags for you if you buy movies or if you buy video games. They have old video games too, PS1, PlayStation 2, you name it, they got it. Old toys and stuff, they got that. But if you buy any of that stuff, you have to have your own bag. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I got about 10 movies to show. So let's get started. Let's enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Pickups 4. So here we go. I'll get my water again. Hope you guys can see me. Hopefully the quality is good. The volume is working, I hope. And you guys can hear me and see me. Well, you can see me, but I like my new computer here because hopefully my webcam and stuff looks a lot better. But anyway, guys, let's get started. So with 10 movies. So here we go. This film came out in 2024. I want to give it another shot. It is basically like the fourth film in this rebooted Planet of the Apes series. Well, kind of I guess you could say sequel or legacy sequel to the reboot from starring Andy Serkis, which he's not involved in this movie, I believe. I don't think he is. That is, of course, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I remember not being big on this film, but I really am curious because I did like the previous 3 films. Maybe I'd give the Planet of the Apes movies a review someday, including this one. I did see the original one there, Planet of the Apes at Second Charles, and the Tim Burton version, which I probably am going to get someday. But Kingdom of Planet of the Apes, yeah. I'm not really big into this franchise, I'll admit. The original is good, it's a classic, but I don't think it's the bee's knees. I don't think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I know a lot of people probably do, but I didn't think that way of it. It does have a good concept. I just wasn't, you know, over there. I just didn't say, oh my god, I love this movie to death. Oh my gosh, my favorite. I would say it's one of my favorite films of all time, but it is good. And I love Charlton Heston. Great, may he rest in peace. Great actor, in my opinion. Great actor, in my opinion, he was. And I don't mind the Tim Burton movie, but I like my favorite version of them is the reboot ones with Andy Serkis. But anyway, that's Kingdom Planet of the Apes. Hopefully, I can. Yeah, I got the film on Blu-ray. I'm not giving away no code or whatever you want to call it. But the trailer for this film was really good. I thought it is. I wouldn't say it's a video masterpiece, no, but it is good. Yeah, but it came out last year in 2024, so. With Kingdom Planet of the Apes. And these I got are some King Kong movies. Funny enough, the other day before I went to go see my mom, I watched the King Kong 2005 film, which I still like, which turns 20 years old this year, I believe. And is that movie with Peter Jackson's King Kong turns 20 this year in December. So I got the original. I never seen this movie, but this is the original from 1933 with Robert Armstrong, Bruce Cobbett, and Freddie Ray. Fay Ray. I've never seen it, but this is the original King Kong from 1933. I've never seen this film. Never. I've seen the original Godzilla from 1954 though, but I know Kong came first. And I do like Kong Skull. I do like Kong Skull Island as well. But that's King Kong, the original. So hopefully you enjoy this, the 1933 classic version film. Just had to have it as part of my collection. But that's King Kong, the original. And then this movie stars Jeff Bridges, late Charles Grodin, and interesting Jessica Lange. I think Britt Baker had to work on this movie as well. Yeah, that is 1976 film King Kong, which I guess is a remake of this movie. This is a remake of this movie. I kind of watched this movie a while back when I was in school, or maybe elementary or middle school. Friends of the family borrowed this movie, and I watched it. Not the version, but this is King Kong. I like it. Not perfectly masterpiece, but the three cast members here are really good. I like the way King Kong looks in the movie. Yeah, I wish the film had a bit more of action to it. Yeah, but it has good enough action. But the practical effects and the way Kong looks is great. Yeah, it's in a suit, but I like it. It's very practical effects in this movie. Yeah, that have, I think aged well in my opinion. But I rewatched it yesterday, and I still enjoy this movie. Yeah, I watched this film yesterday. It's still really good in my opinion. So I highly recommend the 1976 film. I love the poster too of it. But I was a little disappointed with the ending on it. And this movie I watched when I was a kid. I guess you consider one of the guys I love movies, but anyway, it's King Kong. This one came out in the 90s, 1991. And again, I haven't seen this movie in a long time, but I know I've seen it before on VHS when I was a kid. That is King Kong versus Godzilla. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I gotta give it a rewatch. 1 hour 31 minutes long. Okay, so it's short. Yeah, I mean, they're two big monsters, and you can see them fight. So, and I'm kind of glad to own another Godzilla film as well. I would like to get the 1954 film one day, as long as the film's speaking English. I know they speak. I hope they have an English version because I can't understand Japanese or word of it. So yeah, even though the voices are dubbed over, there are some of the Godzilla movies I do like. I don't love every single one of them. I've seen some here and there, but I'm more into King Kong. But that's just me for some reason. But I like both. I definitely look forward to watching this movie again. People we probably consider it part of the Godzilla films too. I love the 1998 film. That's my favorite Godzilla film. I know people blaspheme me for that, but hey, that's just always been my favorite. I grew up with that one the most. Yeah, I have very nostalgia for it because I used to watch it on VHS quite a bit. And I always thought it was popcorn entertainment kind of a movie. But anyway, King Kong vs. Godzilla. I remember having fun with this movie too. Yeah. And then the 1998 swashbuckler film that I did for my superhero marathon on my other channel. I did review this from my other channel. Stars Antonio Banderas, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and Anthony Hopkins. Stuart Wilson, and that is The Mask of Zorro, the original, the first one, the only great Zorro movie in my opinion. This is the deluxe edition of the film, where you do get behind the scenes, a sneak peek at the sequel. I did have the two films on Double Feature. If you remember, I did review Legend of Zorro on this channel. I did review the original of this movie, but on my other channel. You can hear my thoughts on my other channel. Don't subscribe to my channel, but if you want to know my thoughts and opinion on more on this movie, just go watch my review. If you look up Levi McNally, The Mask of Zorro, 1998, or just The Mask of Zorro, you'll see my review of it on my channel. It'll be there. Just don't sub to that channel. But if you want to see my review of the sequel, it is here on my channel as well. Or you can just look at my superhero reviews. Both the movies are on the playlist. I was disappointed with the sequel. I did not like the sequel. That's why I saw this movie. Like, I just gotta get this one. This is the only Mask of Zorro movie that out of the two that I enjoy. I just didn't care for the sequel. I thought it was unnecessary. But if you want to hear my thoughts on more of Legend of Zorro, the sequel to this, then just go watch my review of it. It's on my channel. I promise you, it's part of my 2000s era superhero reviews. And this was, of course, 1998. This was part of my 90s era superhero reviews, which is on my superhero reviews playlist as well. This is The Mask of Zorro. Yeah, great movie, in my opinion, classic. And I was finally glad to get this Disney animated film, part of the Disney Resonance, that started with Little Mermaid. This Disney film came out in 1998. So happy to get it. I've seen that at Walmart, but I didn't really. I've seen a bit of the sequel. I didn't care for Mulan. It's Mulan, the 1998 Disney film Mulan. Finally happy to get this as part of my Disney collection. I was enjoying Mulan. This was a great movie. A good voice casting here too. Yeah, Eddie Murphy as Mushu, and he's really good. Character Mushu, right? Yeah, he's great. This is before he was Donkey in Shrek, because Shrek I think was this was 1998 and Shrek was 2001, so it was way before that. But this is a Disney classic. I just saw it. I gotta get this classic Disney film. Yeah, Mulan. Showing you some of the scene select chapters of the movie. Yeah, but a Disney classic definitely. I didn't care for the sequel, and I don't really give a crap to see the remake. I am curious to see Jason Scott Lee as the villain, but if I want to watch Jason Scott Lee in a Disney movie, I'll just go watch the Jungle Book 1994 remake or just the Jungle Book 1994 version. I call it. People call it a remake. I no, it's not a remake. I prefer to call the 2016 one a remake. Argue me what you want to, but I never really seen that film as a remake because it's completely different, you know. But we're not talking about the Jungle Book. But Mulan, yeah, I remember love this movie, really classic. Glad to own it. It's part of my Disney collection. So that's Mulan, the Disney animated film. This film is directed by the late Joel Schumacher. Joel Schumacher, may he rest in peace. And it stars Sandra Bullock, Matthew McConaughey, Samuel Jackson, and Kevin Spacey. Yeah, before we found out what a piece of shit he was. Yeah, so I've heard stuff about him. Anyway, that was. I'm trying to be careful with my foot. I don't bleed my foot. Lee, I'm sorry, guys. My webcam is just acting weird. But that is A Time to Kill. I remember like yes, a pretty disturbing movie. I thought with a story with Mississippi, racial tensions. Samuel Jackson plays a man that his daughter gets raped. Sadly, she gets yeah, I hate that. She gets attacked by these white men. And they get away with it. So spoiler alert: Samuel Jackson's character he kills them, and Matthew McConaughey is the man that defends him. Sandra Bullock there's to help out Kevin Spacey's lawyer. He's the not defense. Well, again, he's the defense attorney in this movie. Matthew McConaughey does a really good job. Kevin Spacey is the prosecutor. You know, bit of racial tensions, but it's a really good movie. It is very lore. It's just a really good movie. And if you say Joe Schumacher can't direct, watch this. Watch Phone Booth. Phone Booth is really good. And Batman Forever. I love Batman Forever. I guarantee you, if he was able to do a dark Batman movie, he would have been able to do it. He directed The Lost Boys too, I think. But Joe Schumacher, did he direct a movie called Trespass for Nicole Kidman? I think he did. That's a good film too. But Joe Schumacher may rest in peace. I like Batman and Robin. I don't think that movie was ever his fault. I don't think he ever needed to apologize for it. No, I refuse to accept his apology because I'd rather have an apology from Warner Brothers. Yeah. Who, in my opinion, are the reasons why they hurt his career. Yeah. But Time to Kill, this was a dark movie. It's a good film as well. The Client with Tommy Lee Jones. I've seen some of that. Haven't watched that movie in a while. But The Client's really good. I like to get more films of Joe Schumacher. But I'm glad to have Time to Kill. I've seen it once, but I definitely look forward to watching it again. So that's Time to Kill. A Time to Kill. Yeah. I think this was also when this came out, in the 90s, I think. Yeah, 1990s. This is when Sandra Bullock, her career in Hollywood kind of began to take off thanks to Speed. Yeah. And I got some two action movies here. Three more movies, guys. This one stars Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's a 1990 film where he's in prison. Glad to get this movie on Blu-ray. Really enjoyed this film. Seen it one time and I really enjoyed it. Glad to I've owed it part of my Van Damme collection, and that is Death Warrant on Blu-ray. Which sadly doesn't really, I mean, it's just good in definition and stuff, but the film doesn't really have any features, special features in the movie. Yeah. But I remember enjoying Death Warrant with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've only seen the movie one time. But I like the cool poster of Van Damme standing there with that cool stance, like this, the poster, that's real cool. But Death Warrant's a good movie. Came out in, I think, 1990 it was released, yeah. Because Van Damme, was not, he had come out with Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and I'm not gonna live his entire movies right now, but so this was when he was becoming a star in Hollywood, like an action hero. But Death Warrant's a good movie. Love Death Warrant. Yeah, definitely look forward to watching it again with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And Proud to own it as part of my Van Damme collection. I just saw it as I was like, I gotta get this. I wanted to get a Pierce Brosnan movie there called Taffin, but somebody put a note on the movie saying action adventure film. I'm like, if I see a name on a movie, or I didn't want that. I always check the disc too, to make sure the disc is good. But if you see somebody's name on a movie, if you go to Google or Second Choice, you see somebody they write their name on the movie, I wouldn't take it. I just don't know. I don't want somebody's name on the movie, so I try to be careful. And if the disc looks messed up, maybe if you ever go to Google, you're a movie buff and you like to see what if they have any older films or Google can sell interesting movies too, but just be careful of what you're buying. I just for some reason don't like to buy movies with people's names on it. I don't know. To me, if it's your name on it, it's your movie. You don't want it anymore, throw it away. If you can't take the name off of it, throw it away. Or put it on a kind of special DVD that they can sell, maybe. Or give it to a loved one, family one. I've never seen this movie, but it stars Chuck Norris. I've seen the first movie, and it is Delta Force 2, which is a sequel to the Delta Force. I think that came out like in 1986. I have some ones I haven't watched yet. Like I have the missing action films. I've never seen the first one, but I grew up watching the first two. I used to watch the third one on VHS. I had this VHS that had Jurassic Park on it, Mission Action 3. What was a quarter VHS? Mission Action 3 was on there, but I've never seen Delta Force 2. Billy Drago's in it, a good actor. Chuck Norris, though. I have Hero and the Terror, that's a good movie, Invasion USA. I also have The Cutter, which I'm probably going to watch that soon. I think and of course, The Expendables 2. Uh, Lone Wolf McQuade is my favorite Chuck Norris movie. And I got Code of Silence, that's another good one. And I mentioned I get the first for Delta Force. I got all three of those films on Double Features on Blu-ray. And this is the Delta Force, a sequel to that movie. I've never seen it before, but Delta Force 2, yeah. There's a lot of other movies I like to get. Breaker Breaker, I didn't care for. I've seen The Good Guys Wear Black. I didn't care for those movies. Breaker Breaker, especially, I didn't care for. But Good Guys Wear Black, I didn't care for that film either. Just was not a fan. But I've never seen Silent Rage. Sorry, my foot. Never seen Silent Rage. And I've never seen An Eye for an Eye. Or the Octane, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, Delta Force 2, definitely look forward to watching this with Chuck Norris. Alright, and last but not least, this is a Tim Burton film starring Johnny Depp. And again, I've never seen this movie before at all, but I am a fan of Johnny Depp, and especially Tim Burton. This is one Tim Burton movie I've never seen, and that's a movie called Ed Wood. So, never seen Ed Wood. Never. But I definitely want to check it out. Because again, I like Johnny Depp, and again, I've seen Edward Scissorhands, which was their first collaboration. I think this one came out in 1994 when I was looking at it. 94, I think. Yeah. And then a couple years later, 1999, many some years later, they would do Sleepy Hollow, which I love that film too. Golly, this webcam. It's just bending and stuff. It just drives me crazy. I just like it to stay fucking straight. Excuse my language. See a picture of it. Ed Wood, yeah, it looks a little weird, but again, that's Tim Burton. Tim Burton could be very weird and very dark with his movies, but that's what makes him a great, unique filmmaker. Is bringing fantasy and darkness into his movies, making it dark and but entertaining as well. Yeah, but I've never seen Ed Wood with Johnny Depp. I think they also did a movie called Dark Shadows. My mom and sister, I think, saw that movie theaters. They said they didn't like it, which I believe them. It didn't look really good. Yeah. And a movie called Sweeney Todd. I want to see Sweeney Todd, even though I know it's a musical. It looks very interesting. But Dark Shadows, I think I'll skip that. Unless I do like a Johnny Depp marathon one day. But anyway, Ed Wood or Tim Burton marathon, whatever we call it one day. But Ed Wood. Never seen it before. But you guys, if you've seen Ed Wood, tell me what you think of it in the comments down below. And I've never seen, yeah. So guys, that was Pickup 4. I'll just call it Pickup 4. I'm gonna go ahead and mention, yeah. So guys, if you've seen Ed Wood or Delta Force 2 with Chuck Norris, let me know what you think of them. If you've seen any of these movies that I showed off today, what do you think of them? Alright guys, let's get into the second part of the video. Now, I've been doing a superhero marathon. I've been only 2020s over superhero reviews. And the next review, let's say we're going to use them. I go by years and months, I'm sorry. And the next review I'm not gonna pull all these freaking movies out, by the way. That will be Justice League War World. So expect a review for this tomorrow. Justice League War World. So that let's see. It'll be Justice League War World. Oh, yeah, my foot. Sorry. Justice League War World. Yeah, Justice League War World. Uh, in August is going to be two movies: Teenage Mutant Turtles: Mutant Mayhem, Teenage Mutant Turtles: Mutant Mayhem, and Blue Beetle. And then October, Justice League RBY X RBY Superhero Husband Part 2. And then November is the Marvels, and December, that came out in December, is Aquaman Lost Kingdom. That will be my last 2023 review. Then we get the year 2024. I'll try to remember off the top of my head. Justice League, Crest on Phineas Part 1, which was January, February. I'll review Madam Web. I don't look forward to watching that. There'll be some rants, by the way, on that year. I'm trying to remember February, March, and April. Justice League Crest on Phineas Part 2. June, but July there's two movies in July. I think the first one might be Justice League Christ on Infinite Part 3. Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, because that was July 26th. And August is two movies, I believe. That is Watchmen Chapter 1 and the Crow remake with Bill Cigar, which I normally don't like that. Uh, September, I don't think there's any movies. October, there's three movies. Let's see, I think Joker Felix. Felix, the Secret Joker 2019 film, which I've seen it once and I did not like it, but expect to rant on those. Uh, and then Hellboy, The Crooked Man. See, I remember that time. Yeah, that'll be review too, which I heard that movie was not good either. Don't look forward to watching that crap. Uh, and then last month of October, Venom: The Last Dance, which is hopefully, thankfully, thank Lord, that is the last Venom movie. And I hated that film too, just as much as I hated the first two movies. So spent a rant on all those movies, and then November, I'm thinking it's Watchmen Chapter 2. This is the year 2024 I'm talking about from last year. Yes, movie that came out last year. And then December, it will be Craven the Hunter, which, again, I've seen that movie. I've already watched some of these movies, guys, and I can tell you now, you're going to be seeing a bit of rants on some movies in the year 2024. I would say the best live action superhero movie of that year was Deadpool and Wolverine, without a doubt. I can say that. But you'll get to know why when I get more into those reviews. You get more into talk about them. Then for the year 2025, so far, it's just two movies. That is Captain America: Brave New World, which came out in February. I think it was Valentine's Day too. Maybe I don't freaking know. February, I think, came out in March. Is Batman Ninja, Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza, or whatever. It's like a Justice League type movie. It's a sequel to Batman Ninja from 2018. Uh, Thunderbolts, maybe if it's on Disney Plus. I know we got the new Fantastic Four movie, Superman, but those movies I think are still in theaters. If they're still in theaters, I'm not going to do reviews on them. No. And what I'm going to do, maybe I'll just go and talk about Marvel shows. Well, I am planning to talk about the Incredible Hulk series. Now let's see. I did review. Sorry, I did review the TV pilot, so I don't think I'm gonna restart with that one. Yeah, I mean maybe. I don't know. Just checking thumbnail and have it for this video. Looks good. But the Incredible Hulk seasons, the Incredible Hulk show with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Uh, season 1, season 2, season 3, 4, and 5. Give my thoughts, favorite episodes of all 5 seasons of that show. And I did review the 3 movies on my other channel. It is on my super reviews. The Incredible Hulk Returns, Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and Death of the Incredible Hulk. If you know my thoughts, they're on my channel, guys. Let's see. Arrowverse. Yes, then after the Incredible Hulk. Well, wait a minute, not Arrowverse. MCU shows. Some that I want to talk about. Ironheart, maybe. Don't make you see it. Loki season 1 and 2. Miss Marvel. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Unless I talk about Miss Marvel before the Marvels, maybe I'll do that. give a review on it, and maybe a review for the Falcon and Winter Soldier, maybe. Yeah. Agent Carter, I don't want to talk about. WandaVision, yeah, I definitely want to talk about that. Or after. Yeah, so WandaVision, Hawkeye as well. Yeah. Agent Carter, I don't really care to talk about. Did not care for that show. No, not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Agent Carter or Daredevil. Don't really care. Son of a bitch, come on. Okay, WandaVision, the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to talk about Loki, 2 seasons, Hawkeye, and Miss Marvel, and probably She-Hulk Eternal. Since I'm talking about the Incredible Hulk old TV series, maybe the anime series as well. The Incredible Hulk, maybe as well, and maybe I'll just go into my She-Hulk after that. Hell, why not? Just get it over with. That'll probably be rant because I seen some of that show and I hated it. And obviously, after watching She-Hulk Eternal, that turned me away from watching any Marvel shows. But then, well, I'm gonna go back to DC shows. Gonna start with Arrowverse. I did talk about the Flash and Supergirl on my other channel. Yeah, yeah. Let's see the series. Definitely gonna talk about Arrow, all 8 seasons. That started in 2012. That was the same year I graduated high school. So we want to talk about Arrow starring Stephen Amell. I've already talked about the Flash show, CW show with starring Grant Gustin, and Supergirl starring fuck, what's her name? Damn it, Millicent Botness. Oh, October 26th. I gotta remember that. Turns 10 years old. Yeah, I did talk about with the Flash. I talked about 5 seasons. I didn't care to see. I've seen some season 6 and 7. Well, I saw all season 6 and 7, but after season 5, when we got to season 5, the show started to really suck in my opinion. Season 4, the show went downhill. Season 5, it just got worse, a lot worse from there. Supergirl, to me, it got worse. It kind of came downhill with after season 4. The season 5 I've seen, season 6 I watched all season 5 and I freaking hated it. Season 6 I didn't care about, and I'm also going to talk about Legends tomorrow, but I'm going to talk about 3 seasons. I watched a bit of season 4, guys, and I tell you this, I can't watch any more of it. I hated it that badly. Uh, Black Lightning, season 1 and season 2. I am not going to talk about Batwoman, but Black Lightning, season 1 and 2. And I guess it's not really part of it. They showed up, which they're not part of it, I guess. They're expanding setting. I want to talk about some of the crossover episodes as well. Yeah, yeah. Personal fingers, maybe. If I ever get Netflix back. But Flash vs. Zero. I'm just going to talk about Flash vs. Zero. Hero joins forces, the world's finest. Invasion. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Duet. Crisis on Earth X. Elseworlds. I don't know about Crisis on Infinite Earths. Maybe. I was planning on it, but I don't know. But we definitely will be starting with, when I talk about the Arrowverse crossovers, I'm going to talk about Flash versus Arrow first. I do have a thumbnail for all these, except Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yeah. Again, which I didn't really honestly care about that, so I probably won't talk about that. And I can't stand Batwoman, and I can't stand what they did with Oliver on killing him off. Spoiler, yeah, he dies in that, and it was stupid. Just trying to rip off in a bad way, trying to rip off Avengers Endgame. They kill him off in such a stupid way, in my opinion. Yeah. But anyway, those are some of the. Maybe if I show a picture of it, Heroes Join Forces. I did show a picture of, yeah. And then the invasion, where they have to deal with the aliens. Duet. These are some of the Arrowverse crossovers. Crisis on Infinite Earth X, with the Nazis versions of them, which was real good. And the last best one, in my opinion, is Elseworlds. Yeah, where Barry and Oliver switch lives. Where Barry is Green Arrow and Oliver Queen is the Flash. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, like I said, Black Lightning season 1 and 2. The two of these shows will be Stargirl, which has 3 seasons. So I'm gonna talk about them anyway because it's just 3 seasons. And I'm gonna talk about Superman and Lois. I did talk about season 1. If you go to my Superman marathon, Superman and Lois from my other channels on there. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, I just don't feel like talking about it. But so it'll be Superman and Lois season 2, season 3, and season 4. And I'm thinking after that I'll probably do my superhero marathon. But let's just say those are a lot of stuff to talk about. I will talk after the TV shows, after Superman and Lois season 4, which will be the last superhero show I talk about. I'll be going to talk about the the crossover episodes for the Arrowverse. Okay, and then well, we only got 5 months, so I doubt I'll be done in 5 months with all of this. This will take a lot of time, but if I'm not, then when I get back to 2025 reviews, superhero reviews, I'll find out what's new and I'll probably review. Let's see, Thunderbolts was May, and July was this last month of July was well, we're just seeing now in July came out the new Superman movie and the new Fantastic Four movie. I think there's a new Batman animated movie coming out. I don't know, something like that. It's something at the end of this year. But if we're in 2026 in January 2026 by then, and I get done with the TV shows, I'm not done. I'll talk about it. You know, and then probably next year 2026, I could probably see I'm gonna weigh myself, but I will be starting my Arnold Schwarzenegger marathon. Yes, I'm gonna be reviewing Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Hercules in New York. I saw it on Second and Charles. Either I'll buy it or I'll buy it here on TV. I might do a revisit review on that, rant on that. Mm. I'll be starting with Hercules in New York, which was a random review at first. I reviewed that on my other channel. That's one Arnold review you can probably watch. If you look up Levi McNally Hercules, you'll probably see me talking about the 2014 film with Dwayne Johnson, the Disney movie, and of course Hercules New York, starring or you just put Hercules New York if you want to know my thoughts on that. That's one on review you watch. But I promise you guys, when I actually get started with the on reviews, I will be starting with what I think it'll be Pumping Iron that came out in the 70s, and then when I get to the on movies, they kind of made him be known was Conan the Barbarian, and then of course, Conan the Barbarian was the big first starring movie he was starring. So that's the big movie I'll be talking about eventually, Conan the Barbarian, the original, and the sequel, and the Terminator sequels as well, including Genesis, and Dark Fate, and Terminator Salvation, and all of Arnold's movies like Total Recall, Predator. I'm gonna try to read the Predator sequels and the Total Recall remake as well. Um, yeah, Red Heat, The Running Man, first Predator film, of course, Raw Deal, uh, Kindergarten Cop, End of Days. You know, I've already read Batman and Robin. Yeah, and you can go all the way on my other channel. Unless I do another revisit review, but I'll put on those on reviews though. But I did review Batman and Robin, and I did review Jingle All the Way. If you look at my Christmas reviews on my other channel, I think I might add it on this channel, but Jingle All the Way should be there. Unless I might want to do a revisit review for the channel, or if I ever revisit Batman films. If they ever come up with the Batman Part 2 one day, maybe I'll do revisit review of the Batman films. Just maybe, whenever that movie ever comes out. Which I think it's supposed to be in 2026 or 2027, so I don't know. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's all the reviews and videos coming up that I wanted to talk about. Maybe I will call this Pickups for One channel update. Another update for on life. Just been busy work. If you want to see me do videos like guys, remember I'm just busy with YouTube video. I mean, just with work because I gotta have the money, guys. I gotta pay rent and I gotta pay doctor's bill as well this Thursday because I got a doctor's appointment. I gotta see how my health is doing and I gotta get more of my medicine. So, guys, anyway, hope you enjoyed this Pickups for video. I'll say Pickups for One and a channel update. So that talking about the videos coming up next on the channel. I just wanted to inform you guys. So guys, hopefully tomorrow or this week I can finish my 2023 reviews. That's what I want to do. But starting tomorrow Tuesday, expect a review for Justice League World. I definitely want to do this review tomorrow. And it's already on my community post. So guys, remember, please subscribe to my channel. Remember, leave it right now, link 983 with the mask profile picture on it. Subscribe, and then when you do, click the little bell. Get all personalized. That way you'll be notified when I upload a review or video, whatever, or do community post. That way you'll say, "Oh, he's doing this video next." Okay. That way you'll know I'm not finished with YouTube. That if I don't do it anytime soon, if it's 5 days, 10 days, a week later, 2 or 3 weeks later. Just remember, I'm busy with work. I'm busy in things with life. Yeah. But anyway, Justice League World, that will be the next review tomorrow. So stay tuned for this review. Justice League World. So with that, hope you enjoyed me talking. Pick up 4 movies right here. So let me know, guys, if you've seen any of these movies. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and I'll see you tomorrow in my review for Justice League World. Going up next. Bye bye. That's okay. Bye bye. Bye.